What's up guys, EddyNasty here, and welcome to another tutorial. For a little thing I want to tell you guys is that if you can see behind me, I'm in the inn, and if you guys have seen my template and my latest minigame, you guys have noticed that I have blown everything up in the inn. Now, what does this mean for me and my redstone? Well, this simply means that I'm going to move all my redstone stuff into this world for you guys. I think it'd be a lot easier to be able to see all the wiring and everything without the LAN is a distraction. So, yeah. So, another little thing. You can see I'm wearing the little birthday cape. Yeah. So, happy birthday to Minecraft on the Xbox. It's been a great 1 year, and I'm sorry to say I did not have my YouTube up for a whole year during the whole process, but I did have it up for half of it. So, let's get to this tutorial. So, as you can see, I've got a lava door. Makes it where people can't jump through, and especially on survival. So let's press this little button. If I could press it for you guys. And voila! Got ourselves a doorway. If we want to close it, we just press the button again, and then the lava will start coming back out. I know it's not an exact concealed door, but I thought it was a little cool idea to put some lava. So, as you can see, all the redstone wiring underneath it's a little complicated, but it's not really that hard. We got these three pistons here and those three right there. Those basically, what they do is they just pop out once when you press the button, so that way it gets rid of the lava. As you can see, it gets rid of it. Underneath here, where those pistons were down there, those will push up so that way you have a little walkway. When the lava is flowing down, they pull in. That way the lava has somewhere to travel into and doesn't spread on the floor. And then also up here, you can see the pistons are pushed up, or pushed down to keep the lava from flowing out. So that's my lava door. Let's go through and see what we got to do here. So you can see I got my buttons wired up right there. That leads to this torch. When you press the button, that redstone wire there will turn off that torch, and then we'll deactivate this redstone wire here, which is actually turning that torch off right now. So when we press it, what happens is it goes through this split right here. This is a split. This is the first set of three pistons. That redstone torch actually is keeping those pistons pulled in because it's turning that torch off. That single torch right there with this block and this redstone dust up on top of it, when it turns on, it activates all three pistons. So as you can see, when I press it, you can see the light turns on for a second, and it pulled it out, pushed them out, and then pulled it back in. And then the same way for over here, for this redstone torch, we just simply go across these pistons. You do have to make sure you put a repeater right here next to this block here, because if you do not, and you put a little redstone dust, when the power goes through and powers this block, if you have the redstone there, it will just go around in a loop, and it will go in a continuous current cycle, which means it will not turn off. So as long as you have that repeater there, and if you put a repeater there to even out the time, it should work at an even time. So now let's move over to here to the second part. And this is the part that actually is a little tricky. Now, when this block here gets powered by that repeater, what happens is it powers that redstone dust right down there, which powers that repeater. Now, if you've seen my video of pulse limiters, what happens is when the current goes through and hits that block, it activates that piston. But only half the current goes through, because as soon as that current touches that piston, the piston moves up, and then you lost half the current going through to that repeater. Now, when you connect a piston to that repeater, you can't really have a wire. It's got to be a piston, otherwise it won't work as a pulse limiter. So as long as you gotta make it a sticky piston right there for that, and then that has to be a sticky piston. What happens is when a piston goes off at half a tick, it cannot hold a block. It could push the block and then retract, and then when you press it again, it will push out, and then it will retract the block, but it cannot do both at the same time because it's moving too fast. Once that block is out, let me press the button here for you guys. You'll see for the lava, once it's out, that redstone torch underneath it activates that block, which activates this redstone wire. Now those torches right there, since I need to do a reverse cycle, I have to put torches right there. Now when the current's going through, it turns those torches off, which pulls the piston in. And then as I said before, I have a little spot for the lava to go into, so that way it doesn't spread around on the ground. So that's that little hole right there. Then we move our wire to right here and do the same thing with the redstone torches. You have to make sure it's not next to this, so you have to at least leave a 1 space gap in between. That block right there doesn't have to be there, but once you come up here, you could put a redstone torch there, or you can just use redstone dust. I use redstone dust, and I know I can make this a little bit smaller on the top, but if you have the wires being powered through here, when it's being powered down there, you need it to where it turns off, because these pistons need to retract. These pistons here don't have a redstone torch to them, so therefore we don't have to turn off some torches. So we have to reverse the current as it goes through. So once you got everything all wired up and all timed right, it should work for you. And there we go. That is the lava door, and it doesn't take up a lot of space. Maybe underneath it takes a lot, up a little bit more space, but up on top it doesn't take that much. I mean, you could put another block layer right there and cover it up, add yourself a wall. Yeah, so that's the lava door. Other news I wanted to tell you guys about this world. As you can see, there's nothing out there. I'm not putting a download link out for this video like I did for the last video, but don't worry, it will be out here soon. And once I get all my other creations in here, I've showcased for you guys. So that way, once you guys download it, you guys will have everything that I've showcased for you guys. So I've also got some stuff I need to fix up on the overworld to make it all dressed up a little bit nicer. And I'm just loving this cape right now for some reason. It's just so awesome that we've been here for a year. Thank you, 4J, for giving us Minecraft for a whole year. And we hope to come up with some more crazy redstone ideas for you guys over the course of the next year for Minecraft. And yeah, so I'm EddyNasty, and I will catch you guys later. See ya!